Hey, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday I was actually able to get, I'll show you what I got done. I didn't video it because it was so similar to what I did the day before, but I got the wing flipped over, and then I got these pieces put on the other side, the bottom side, and then I got these all shaped and everything, so that's really good. I got the 3 leading edge pieces, leading edge plywood for the aileron. I got those sealed, so we're going to get those epoxied on today. I don't know if you remember where I dropped a piece of steel that I was using as a weight. I had one more thing to do on those, and that was just took some thin plywood right here and just made some little gussets that are actually, so it's like there and there and there, and you can see that you just taper off the ends of those so you don't end up with any stress risers anywhere. But those are I got those in place, which is cool. It was just 3 little spots there. This was the other spot, but this one actually had gussets on the side already. So after filling the dent with plywood, then I was able to just get these re-epoxied, and everything's good there. So, and then these I'll never worry about those because they're all taken care of now. So yeah, so just a few little pieces there, no big deal. I got all the staples pulled on the top side, and now I can put on the 16th ply on here on the tip, and I can also continue to work on the tank area, which I did a little bit yesterday as well. And this is that piece I was telling you about before, where I wanted to cut it ahead of time so that when I go to put it in here this way, after I get this plywood on, it fits. It's already pre-cut, fits between the gussets properly, like right there. And so after this plywood is on and set, then I'll be able to come in, put this in underneath and clamp it in place, and epoxy it in, and then also I can put the plywood on this rib. Excuse me. I could put the plywood on this rib as well, and get ready to continue to outline the tank area where the cover goes, and be all set there. So I have a lot of I'm set up to do a lot of things right now. So I'm gonna figure out what direction I want to go in order. I think what I'm gonna do is actually put the plywood on this tank area first, and maybe catch the tip plywood on top while I have the wing in this configuration, and then I'll go and move the wing and get the leading edge sheeting on the aileron. And yeah, there's a lot to do. All right. All right, so I discovered an issue that I needed to resolve, and that is when I came down here and I sighted down this tip rib. I didn't notice this before until now, until I had it sitting like this. It actually had a bow in it, and that bow was being created by the trailing edge pieces here, right here, were actually an 1/8 of an inch too long. And when this one bowed out, it caused this one to bow in, so the whole thing came out. So what I had to do was I had to come in here, and I'll show you. Let me get this out of here. This other one off here. You can see I just had to saw cut through that with the Zona saw, and then remove the material from inside the gusset right there, right in there. And now you can actually see, I think you should be able to see the bow that I was talking about right there. So pulling that 1/8 of an inch in eliminates that, which is great. I'll see what happens when I get to the tip of the aileron, because this was actually part of that rib, and so the aileron is integral. But I'm just going to put the bearing supports on right now, and put the aileron on, and just see how everything fits, and see what I might need to do to create any remedy or anything. So, but I got that part solved. So when I go to epoxy this on, I'll actually I'll epoxy that at the same. When I go to put this piece on, I'll actually epoxy this at the same time. Get the epoxy in there, clamp it together, and then I've got these all prepared. I've got these all prepared, so I can get these in place here at the root, and these two are ready. This one goes here, and then this one is ready. This will go on first. This piece of plywood will go on first right here, and then once that is completely set up, then this piece right here, as you saw in the other video, will actually get clamped underneath it. So, and then it'll create the curve. I'll just use clamps and stuff to pull that in, and then I've got and then once this is all set, then I can come in here and put in this cross piece here, my plywood underneath, and I'm getting really close to, and the piece up in the very front, and then I'm getting really close to actually having the second fuel tank bay completed, which is awesome. The thing I would mention, that the thing I learned here, and I've learned through all my airplane building stuff, is situations like this come up. Just never panic. I mean, there's always a way around it. You can always fix it. It's wood. You can cut, you can patch, you can do things like that when you need to. So, all right. So what I'm going to do now is get the staple gun out, get some epoxy mixed up, and we'll glue some things together. right, so I got to run that test that I was talking about, and you can see the aileron here at the root is flush, like it's supposed to be. And then when we get down to the actually, it's not supposed to be flush. It's actually set back about 1/16 of an inch. So once I push that over, and we go down here, when you get down to this end, it is actually it's actually off by 1/8 of an inch, which, I mean, I would sort of expect that to be the case after, and you can see the bearing. Let me get some light here. You can see when the bearing is correct, it's actually offset from the wing 1/8 of an inch. Now, I could put 1/8 of an inch block of plywood underneath here and forget about it, and I may do that, but I'm going to think about how I can resolve it. And I think one way I can resolve it is if I add 1/8 of an inch to the inside here, then I should be able to sand 1/8 of an inch off of this. But I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to think about that a little bit before I decide. But I can, but I have to resolve it before I sheet the leading edge. So I've got to get that done anyway. I am curious, and I'll take a measurement, what this aileron measures compared to the aileron on the right wing. I'm curious about the size, because if they're different by 1/8, then I probably want to. That may resolve it. I'm going to give this a go here. So this one is 139 1/8. I almost can already tell you that this one's 1/8 of an inch bigger than the other one. So, but anyway, we will take care of that. You can see we got the plywood on here. You saw that in the video. We got the plywood here, and then once that's set, then we'll be able to take this RS-17 piece, tuck it under here, and then we will clamp it up against the rib and the plywood there, and that'll get a bend in it. And then we can actually take this piece under here that I've pre-made, and that will go up under here. And I can see I've got to take a little bit more off of it, maybe 1/16 of an inch, so it can slide by that plywood right there. Maybe I can't quite flex it enough, so, but then that'll get clamped and epoxied up in there, and then we'll be in great shape to get the cross member in, the other little piece of 1/2 inch plywood, and then the piece of wood that goes in the front that the screws go into. And then that area is done. And once we get this sheeting on the leading edge of the aileron, both wings are in the same state, and we can move on to the fuselage. So we're getting really close to that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of tired of building wings, but building is building. I mean, I'm not tired of it. It's just ready to do something different. Okay, so thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you later.